Hi everyone. Well, now I'm going to wait a few minutes for you to come, and well, today I'm going to show you how to make this bunny, this cake topper, in order to decorate your cakes or if you want to learn. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to tell you which tools or materials you need to make it. So we need a dummy, a styrofoam dummy to put our topper. You need some glue or water to stick the pieces. Dresden tool, very useful. If you don't have it, I highly recommend it because is the best one. Some ball or bone tool, as you prefer, but quite useful too. And a scalpel or a cutting tool. So we need also perhaps a piping nozzle. In this case I use this one from PME. This is a 1.5. And if you want powder coloring for the blush and a brush to apply it. So we're going to start, and first of all the first piece that we're going to make is the body. As you can see here, the body is very very small because I like to make toppers with a small body but a large head. So I'm going to take a little ball for the body. I'm going to leave it here so you can check it. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of fondant, and in this case I'm going to use white as the one here, but you can make it in other color if you prefer. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a ball. Okay, so when the ball is perfect, as you can see here, the bottom is wider than the upper part. So I'm going to make a similar cone shape. So I place my hand at an angle like that, not straight but an angle. Okay, and now I move it back and forth, and you can see how the shape is changing. So now I'm going to flatten this part on the surface with short turns. Okay, don't push. It's not needed to push. Just turn on the surface like that. Okay, so now I have my body ready, and I'm going to leave it on the dummy. Yes, on top. To let it rest, and now we're going to make the head. As you can see, and as I told you before, I like to make big heads, so I'm going to roll a bigger ball than the one used for the body. Okay, so now as you can see here, the head is flat, and it has a triangular shape, but with no tip. The tips are rounded. So we're going to try to make the same shape. So now I'm going to roll a ball. I'm going to check with the body. I need a little bit more of fondant, so I'm going to add a little piece. And now I'm going to roll it. Okay. So now, when your ball is ready, I'm going to flatten it. So now I like my ball. Well, a ball, similar to a ball. Okay, so now I'm going to flatten it. I'm going to press with my hand, you can see, but don't so hard. No, not so hard. Yes, slightly. Okay, like that. And now we have, just like an oval shape, maybe. We can use this shape to make another animal, for example, like this zebra. This is the same shape, but in this case we want to get this shape. So now I'm going to place it on the table, and with my hands I'm going to change the shape. So I push, and flatten again, and push. It's a matter of checking all the time the shape and correct all the shapes in case you don't like it. If, for example, it is so square, you can change it and until you get the shape you like. Sorry, but I don't work buttercream, so I only work with fondant and cake toppers. So I don't think I can teach you how to make a buttercream. Maybe in a future, but not right now because it's not my field. So I'm not comfortable teaching how to make buttercream, but I'm quite sure that maybe you can find someone that is an expert in that field and can show you how to make it better than me. Sorry. So now our head is ready, and okay, we're going to make the eye sockets, but first of all we need to know where is the middle. Where is the middle in a face? Well, we can use the nose as the reference point, so I'm going to take a silicone brush. I'm going to take a silicone brush and I'm going to mark where is the middle in my bunny's head. So this will be the middle. So more or less. Okay, just a dot or a little point or indentation to know where is the middle, and don't make mistakes when you are going to place the eyes. So now I'm going to take okay, someone on on Instagram is asking me if I am from Europe and if I can show you how to make fondant. Well, right now I can tell you that this fondant is not made from me. It's I buy the fondant, so I can teach you how to make it. But don't worry, let me take some time because I know that you you want to know how to make it, and I'm trying to find the best recipe in order to make toppers with it. But I'm testing different recipes, so right now you have to be a little bit patient because I don't have the recipe right now. Okay, so sorry. Sorry, but by the moment I can teach you. Sorry. Okay, so now to make the eyes, I'm going to make an indentation. In this case, I'm going to use the bone tool, this part, the bigger ball, because it's the size that I need. So I'm going to press, not so hard, remember always, not so hard. And one here. Okay, more like that. Like that. Okay, so now I'm going to fill the eye sockets with white fondant. And I need to roll out 2 balls. And as I always say, the best is to make 2 balls of the same size, is if it is possible. And we need to apply a little piece of water or glue, whatever you use. Okay. So now I have my balls ready, and I'm going to flatten them with soft touches. Oh, it has cracks. Okay, I repeat the process. Okay, now my ball is ready, and now the same with this one. So now I insert it into the eye. And they must fit. If they are so big, they will look a little bit weird. Okay, so as you can see here on this topper, the eye is at the same level than the face. So that is what we get, what we need, and is the best result, because if not, if the eye is too big, it looks a little bit weird. So try to avoid big eyes. It is better to take out the fondant again and repeat the ball, but don't leave the the eye so big on the topper, because it calls the attention so much. So now, as you can see, the eyes are flat. So now, okay, now to make the pupils, you could stretch some black fondant and cut the pupils with some cutters, a round cutter. But in this case, I want to make it inside the white piece. So to make that, I'm going to take the small ball tool, and I'm going to make 2 indentations, one here and one here. So now I'm going to take black fondant and roll 2 small balls, quite small, because the indentation is quite small. And after that, as we are using black fondant, we're going to make the eyebrows. And maybe you could add as well eyelashes, um, in case you like it. Okay, so now in this case I'm not going to flat the balls because it's not needed. Yes, I'm going to insert it. As you can see, it is too big, so I'm going to take it out. I make it smaller to avoid big eyes. So now, okay, so now I like this size, so now I can touch, make soft touches, and the same with the other eye. Oh, it's too big, so I make the same. So now I'm going to make the eyebrows. To make the eyebrows, you just need a little sausage, very thin sausage. Hi to those who are coming. Okay, so now a very thin sausage, as I told you. And I'm going to cut 2 portions. 2 small portions with the scalpel. Okay, one like that and one like that. Okay, so now I apply glue. And I stick the eyebrows. And now, as you can see here, on the pupils, there are 2 white dots on both eyes. It is the sign the sign of the side, or the bright of the look. So we can paint it with a white marker, for example, or in this case I'm going to stretch white fondant very thin, because it's quite important, as I told you before, not to get big eyes. So it is better to cut the thinner the better. So I'm going to stretch white fondant. We don't need so much. So very thin. You can see very thin. It's a little bit sticky. And now, as I told you before, I'm going to use PME piping nozzle. This is 1.5, but you can use, for example, Wilton, Ateco, wherever you prefer. Okay, so don't worry about the brand because it's not important. I like this one because PME has in this one it is very very small, and this is what I like of this brand, and not nothing special about apart from that. Okay, so now I'm going to use a skewer to take it out because it's stuck inside. One there. Another. In this case, I'm going to put just one in its eye, but you could, for example, if you can see here, there are 2 points or 2 dots in its eye, but I'm going to stick just one. As I always say, I'm very repetitive, but I think it's quite important for you to know. The direction of the bright it has to be the same. For example, if I stick one on the right side, the other one has to be on the right side. If not, it looks a little bit weird. So I always stick them on the same direction. And I always tend to stick them on the right side, but it doesn't matter if you want to stick it on the left side. I'm going to use the Dresden tool to make sure that they are well sticked. Soft touches, don't need to press. Okay, so now we're going to place the mouth and the nose. For the mouth, we need 2 balls, and for the nose, a pink or peach little ball. So 2 balls for the mouth, the same size if it is possible, because it is better for the result. The human being likes the symmetry, so it is better if you can make it always on the same size. Let me know if you have any question. I will try to do my best solving your doubts and make myself understood. Okay, so now I'm going to stick them. One here. Well, I didn't tell you anything, but I have flattened them as I made before. Okay, they are sticked. And now the nose. Another ball. In this case, it will be smaller. The next week I will be making another live tutorial, but in this case I will be showing you with tools and materials I always use for those who are new on modeling sugar toppers. So you can join because it will be free as usual here on Instagram or on Facebook. So now I'm going to place my fingers like that on a peak shape, and now I'm going to push to get a triangle. Okay, and I'm going to push here. Okay, can you see the triangle shape? So now I'm going to stick it here on top. Okay, you can leave it like that, or you can make two indentations for the nostrils. In this case, I'm going to show you how to make them. You can use, for example, a tiny ball tool like this one from, I think the brand is Scalpel. This is a tool for polymer clay, and if you don't have it, don't worry, because you can use for example, the tip from my skewer, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I make an indentation on a rotary motion, but you don't need to press so hard. Yes, few turns. I'm going to flip, and here the other one. Okay, so now the nose is ready. And well, now I'm going to apply a little piece of a little bit of powder coloring. Always try to take out the excess to avoid bright colors. And you can run your finger to make it softer, smoother. I don't know how to say it. Okay, so now the head is ready. I'm going to leave it here in order to rest, and we're going to make the feet and the arms. So we need 2 balls of the same size for the arms, and 2 balls always the same size for the feet. So now the feet are bigger than the arms, so I'm going to roll 4 balls. One here, whoops, and one here, and for the arms, smaller, and another one. So I would like to remind you that next week I will be teaching you how to make this cute bunny in a free modeling masterclass. It will be in a private Facebook group, so you can join, sign up on my profile, on the link that you can find on Instagram on my profile, and on Facebook you have the link above the video, so you can join. It is totally free. You don't have to write your payment data or your credit card, so don't worry, because it's totally free. Okay, so now to make the arms, and well, I almost forget. There will be templates in order to make the bunny, so it will be easier to make with the templates, and I will give you instructions and quantities for each piece. So please sign up, because it will be a good opportunity to learn to model from scratch. No silicone mold or anything like that. So okay, to make the arms, I'm going to make okay, I need more fondant because it's too small. One like that, and one like that. Okay, so now I'm going to make two teardrop shape. If you don't find the link, send me a DM and I send you the link in order to get the access to the group. Okay, so as I was making, I make a teardrop and another one for the arms. Okay, so now they are ready. And now for the feet, I'm going to roll an oval shape. You could say an oval shape. I don't know how to call this shape exactly, but maybe a drop, but no tip. I don't know. Okay, so now that we have these shapes, now I'm going to use my fingertip to push, push, push. But pay attention, because I only push on this part. This is thicker than this one. So because here now we're going to draw the fingers, so you don't need to flatten this part, just the lower part. Okay, so now push, 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 like that, and the same. So now to make the fingers, you can use, for example, a tool like that. It's like a cutting tool. It's very useful. I like it so much. But for example, you could make it with a skewer or with the finest side of the Dresden tool, and I'm going to use it. Okay, so now like that, you can see, and now the other one like that. So now the feet is ready, but we need to make something else. Yes, it is to bend a little the fingers like that. So now the shape has changed and it looks a little bit different. Okay, so now I repeat the same. And now I bend it. Okay, so now now that we have ready the body, the head, and all the legs, it's time to stick all the pieces together. I'm going to take the dummy, and we need a skewer to hold all the pieces and to hold the cake topper inside the cake. It's quite important to use a skewer, and when you insert the skewer, it's important to reach the bottom of the dummy, because all the piece of the skewer inserted inside the dummy, it will be the part inside the cake. So when your customer moves the cake, um, you are going to avoid movements. You are going to avoid the topper from falling. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but it will have a more I don't know how to say it, stability. I think is the word. Okay, so now I'm going to insert the skewer on a rotary motion. You remember, never push so hard or you will spoil your work. Okay, so now, as you can see, look, all this part of the skewer is inside the dummy. That's what I mean, that you need a little piece inside the dummy. Okay, so now I'm going to take, okay, first of all, I need to cut the skewer because it is too long. And now I'm going to take another skewer to make a tunnel on the bottom of the head. Okay, like that. And you don't need to insert so much portion, just a little, because if not you can't spoil the head. And now put some water on the skewer and on the upper part of the body. And now I insert the head carefully. So now this is it. I'm going to stick the legs. First we need to stick the arms, because as you can see the feet are in front, so it's more difficult if you stick first the feet and then the arms. And be very careful when you stick the arms, because it's important to stick them on the sides of the body, not in the back, just in the sides. Okay, so now I apply glue on one side. Okay, so now the same with the other one. A little piece of glue. So now the arms are sticked, and now the feet. So that's it. And now the most important for a bunny, the ears. So now to make the ears, okay, I'm going to look the hour. Okay, we have time enough. To make the ears, we need to stretch fondant, but not very thin. For example, 3-4 millimeters thick. And we need 2 pieces, white and okay, pink, like light pink or peach or ivory, as you prefer. So now I'm going to stretch white fondant. And for example, to cut the ears, you can use whatever shape that you like, but in this case, well, what I mean, I start again. You can use, for example, a flower cutter, a petal shape. I'm going to show you one to make you understand what I mean. For example, you could use one like that, like this. Okay, is the perfect shape, but I'm going to show you how to make it if you, in case you don't have one, because it's very easy and we don't need it. So we need a cutting tool, my scalpel, and now one line like that, one like that. Now very carefully I take it out, the excess, the piece that I don't need, and now we need the other pieces on the other color. So we need to stretch it, and in this case, let me show you. I don't know if you can see, but the piece inside the ear on the other color is very thin, because we need to get the I don't know how to say it, like that part is inside the, it's a part inside the ear, so the thinner the better. Again, I don't know if you understand what I mean. Sometimes I don't find the right structure to explain myself. So if you have any doubt, let me know, and I try to explain with other words. Okay, so now we need smaller pieces. So I'm going to make the same shape but smaller. Okay, maybe like that. And now we need to check. Whoops. It's perfect. You can make it bigger if you prefer, but in this case I like it like that. And I'm not using water or glue because the fondant is a little bit sticky, because here in Madrid it is too hot, and my hands are hot as well, and so the fondant it is hot, so it's not needed. But if you need, use glue or water. And now, for example, you could use powder coloring to dust the inside part of the ears. But in this case, I'm not going to use it. And I'm going to show you how to stick them. Okay, so now I take my bunny again. And in this case they are smaller. Oh my gosh, they are smaller than the one I made on this topper. As you can see, they are a little bit small, but okay, it doesn't matter. It looks funny as well. So I put some glue just on the tip, and I stick here on one side of the head, and I shape the lower part. Okay, like that. You can see. Okay, I'm going to move it. And the same with the other one. Some glue. And that's it. If you want to make sure that the ears don't move, you can put some water here. I'm going to show you how. Here on the feet, on the back, and stick the ears here. Can you see? Now they don't move. Oops. Oh, it doesn't want to be here. Okay, so now the ears are oh my gosh. It is alive. More water. You need more water? More water for you. Okay. So now the ears, they are on the correct place and they don't move. So I hope you like it, and well, the next week I will be teaching you how to make next week I will be showing you which materials and tools I always use, and what are the best to start modeling brands and so on. I would like to remind you that this video will be saved on my profiles, and also on YouTube, and it is also in Spanish, that is my native language. And let me know if you have any question, and I will try to solve it. And well, I will be here making more live tutorials because I know you like it, and I like to explain what I know, the little knowledge that I have about making toppers. Well, you're welcome. Well, I would like to remind you also to sign up to the free modeling masterclass about this this cute bunny. It will be 2 days. You have the link on my profile, and you can sign up totally free. And if you don't find the link, remember that you can write me. Don't doubt about write me. Don't be shy, and I will share with you the link. It's totally free, no payment data, no credit card, and well, we will have a good time, and I will give you templates in order to make it easier. And well, that's it. Hope you like it, the tutorial, and I will see you the next week. And you can check more tutorials on my website, cakegraph.school.net, and also in my YouTube channel. So I see you next week. Bye.